Hello and welcome to News Briefs, your news summary. Today is Wednesday, October 29th, 2025. We begin with a complex political and economic landscape, stretching from Washington to global markets. In Washington, the partial shutdown of the U.S. federal government enters its 29th day, affecting nearly 900,000 federal employees. The Congressional Budget Office estimates an economic damage of up to $14 billion to the GDP. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump concludes a key tour of Asia, signing trade agreements with Japan and advancing discussions with South Korea, which promise billions in investments for the U.S. economy. In economic news, the Federal Reserve, after its two-day meeting, announced a 25 basis point cut in interest rates, setting them between 3.75% and 4%. This is the second consecutive cut, driven by concerns about the labor market and inflation that, although cooling, remains at 3% annually. In the financial markets, Wall Street has experienced a notable rebound. The Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and the Nasdaq Composite reached new all-time highs for the third consecutive day, driven by strong corporate earnings, especially in the artificial intelligence sector, and optimism about a possible trade agreement between the United States and China. Companies like Qualcomm and Nvidia led the gains, with Nvidia becoming the first company on Wall Street, valued at $5 trillion. In health and science, the last 2 days brought significant advances. Researchers from St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and the University of Miami identified common genetic causes in motor neuron diseases, such as ALS, opening the door to more personalized treatments. The American Heart Association warned about the increased risk of heart attack or stroke after acute viral infections, such as the flu and COVID-19. Oregon Health and Science University performed the first high-frequency focused ultrasound surgery without incisions in the United States for Parkinson's disease, following recent FDA approval. Additionally, the FDA issued new guidelines to accelerate and reduce the cost of biosimilar development. In technology, the United States advances in artificial intelligence infrastructure. The Department of Energy, in collaboration with Argonne National Laboratory, Nvidia, and Oracle, will build the largest AI supercomputer for the DOE, with systems like Solstice and Equinox, equipped with 100,000 Nvidia Blackwell graphics processing units. This aims to accelerate scientific discovery and strengthen American leadership in security. AI is also transforming the aerospace industry and education, while Amazon announced layoffs of 14,000 corporate employees, attributed to automation and AI. On the other hand, PayPal partnered with OpenAI to integrate instant payments directly into ChatGPT. Moving on to sports, the NBA season is in full swing. Last night, the Milwaukee Bucks defeated the New York Knicks 121-111, with Giannis Antetokounmpo scoring 37 points. The Oklahoma City Thunder remained undefeated with a record of 5-0, defeating the Sacramento Kings 107-101. In other Tuesday results, the Philadelphia 76ers beat the Washington Wizards in overtime 139-134, and the Miami Heat dominated the Charlotte Hornets 144-117. In other leagues, the MLB World Series is tied at 2 games apiece, highlighted by Shohei Ohtani's performance with 2 home runs and 4 extra base hits in the third game. The NFL's Kansas City Chiefs defeated the Washington Commanders 28-7, with Patrick Mahomes throwing 3 touchdown passes. In college football, the Indiana Hoosiers, ranked number 2, are preparing for a challenge against Maryland. Finally, in entertainment, several new releases are arriving in U.S. theaters this week. Today, Wednesday the 29th, Stitchhead and Anniversary are premiering. There will also be special re-releases. Paranorman and the documentary Depeche Mode, starting October 28th. And just in time for Halloween, the supernatural horror film Sinners by Ryan Coogler returns to the big screen from October 30th to November 4th, along with the classic Back to the Future, which will have a wide re-release on October 31st. That's how we close today's bulletin. We'll meet again tomorrow with the latest news. Thank you for listening.